Hello, hello, welcome to Piece of Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint things on the internet. Yeah, and sometimes we draw things and, I don't know, other stuff. So, if you like artsy kind of things, we are the guys to come see. Well, guy. It's just me and the voices in my head. That's a joke, mostly. Uh, Everyone has an interior monologue, right? That's real. That's real. Sorry, I'm running like way behind today, so we're gonna like hang out for just a few minutes. You're supposed to like hang out, let people get on, and all that. I don't know if that really actually works. But that's what they say. It's all right. We can take some time to make some adjustments. That'll work. This maybe comes down a little bit. I'm always trying to keep that light. I don't like that light glaring through the screen, their camera, through my camera onto your screen. But you know, it may just be maybe I'm just fussy. Who knows? Anyway, I'm giving like just a few more seconds. Thanks everybody who comes and watches these shows. I really, really, really appreciate it. It does. It makes me feel like you know, people are actually interested in some of the goofiness I do around here and some of the work I put in. And it's when you're an artist, that's that's really hard to get all the time, and so yeah, this is a nice fast way. I wish YouTube would quit screwing around with me though. We went from we were at 470 and then we went back down to 469. It's like every time we get to 470, we have to we take another step back. So I don't know. It's like trading stocks. It's like goes, you know, and you have to predict when it's going to do this so you can sell and buy and sell and buy and sell and yeah. Anyway, so you know, YouTube subscribers seem to be a lot like that. Okay. All right, that's good. We made it long enough. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, what did I do? I flipped myself around backwards. How did I do that? Oh, there we go. I put myself back. Okay, now we're back the right direction. Now it looks like you're looking into the Google window. I'm not actually very good at any of this. I try to be. I'm good at the painting part, you know, because Deadpool looks like Deadpool, right? And this leprechaun turned out pretty good, especially after he dried up. He ended up looking really nice. Come on, camera. There we go. He's fun. I love his little beer suds coming down. He looks great. His gold is all shiny. You know. As a Rangers fan, though, it like really irritates me. Like I do these things for you, the viewer, because I appreciate you. So I painted you this little guy, even though like St. Patrick's Day and me have like a serious like problem with each other. Come on, focus back in, you weirdo. It's better. Where's that magnifying glass? No, we're not working on that anymore anyway. We're working on Deadpool. So anyway, speaking of Mr. Pool, Mr. Wilson, paging Mr. Wilson. Oh, I guess I should turn on. I usually turn on my own viewing. It does seem to like help with getting YouTube to push things around, I guess. It's very interesting. So, you know, and sometimes I'm the only person that's watching my videos. Sometimes I'm the only that watches my videos, at least in the beginning. That's another thing I've noticed is like we get a lot more views like after things post. It's interesting because it's like we'll get views of things like that were posted like last year, this time last year, and like people watch those. So it's kind of fun because you look up, hey, how to do something, and I'm there, which I guess is the whole idea, right? That was the idea. All right. Okay. Let's see. Choose our weapon. Let's choose our weapon today. We are down to some finer points, so we're gonna need that 0. That's a Artislav 0. Might need my last British Kalinsky. This thing is old. I have kept this brush going for a long time. And that's something to remember is that you are going to get what you pay for. So if you were buying junk brushes, they are going to go out on you faster. But if you're not like going to take care of them, or you're not used to taking care of them right yet, or like you don't want to take care of them because some people just don't want to go through all that, then don't spend the money on the high priced brushes. Matter of fact, it is time for, let's get these guys cleaned up just so we can make sure they're ready to go for today. It's a good thing to do. You want to do this every couple of weeks or so, depending on how, if you paint like once or twice a week. If you paint every day, you should probably do this once a week, maybe more, depending on how much a day you paint, how much you use a particular brush. Like some brushes get used a lot more. Like I don't know that we've used that Kalinsky since the last time I washed it. But this one, you can tell, this one is, you can see the reds and stuff coming out of the bristles. So it's definitely time for cleaning on this guy. And we do this all the time. Sorry for those of you who have seen this process before. But it is important. I think anybody who's doing it with their brushes that have learned it from me have definitely learned how important it is. So you get a good lather going and get them done up. Of course, this one was so much smaller, so it didn't have its amount of lathering is significantly smaller. But I'll clean the rest of those off screen today. It's a good project for a Wednesday. Thursday? Is today Wednesday or Thursday? Today is Wednesday. Patrick? I don't know, like I gained a day somewhere. It's probably because we saved the daylight. It's Wednesday. I don't know. I had a bad day yesterday, so I don't know. Yesterday, guys, felt like 2 days, so. Still having trouble breathing today. I'm like wheezy as heck. Oh. Alright. Okay. Now, I want to make this look more like cloth. Right now, it looks more like leather. And we're kind of getting there. The cloth is going to be a little bit more like, especially like a linen cloth, right? Stock market is on fire again today. For those of you who are keeping score at home, there's the what was that? The PPI report came out today, which is basically what the how explains. So whenever a companies are purchasing goods, so the price of like wholesale, for actual wholesale, not when they advertise it as wholesale, but like the people who are purchasing the product. So like the guys that buy, say, the chocolate to make Hershey's, just as an example, right? So those guys, their costs went up month over month, and went up by like way more than anybody thought. And that is very bad. Now, what that means for us normal people is that prices next month are going to be higher. Now, the trick here comes down to how do you explain this to the public? Like, how, as an administration, whatever, how do you explain that people are having to pay more for stuff when you kept promising them that they weren't going to have to? Speaking of which, I had to set an alarm. We're in today. Here, let me take a look at this. It's fun. We're in today, well under the line. You can see this morning where the PPI had started talking, and I actually had I had a single share in this, and I brought it down from way up here, bought it down to here. So now, as this comes up, we're going to take some profit probably later on today. And we have an alarm set on that moving average. When it hits this right here, then we'll say, okay, bam, and we'll probably sell it. Now, if it goes that way, because it looks like it might be doing what's called a head and shoulders pattern. That's but if you want to learn about that, definitely check out people who know a lot more about it than me. But it's fun to chat about here, and we definitely watch it, and everybody should watch. Well, not everybody, but if you're an adult and you want to know what's going on so that you can plan for what's going to happen next, a good place to watch is the stock market. Because you will find out. You may not like what you're going to find out, especially if you definitely don't go into the stock market with a political mindset. Because honestly, the stock market doesn't care. I mean, it will care for a certain amount of time about a certain set of things or whatever. And it'll care in the short term over like what a political agent or entity does. But the overall market reacts to everything. So that's just normal play. But does it necessarily like it better when a Republican is in charge versus a Democrat? Nah, not really. Because the market's way more global than that. So it's not set up on the politics of America necessarily. The politics do affect it, but it's not going to lean one way or the other unless it has to. Like right now, it's leaning into the Republicans because of the situation in the White House. If you don't lean in right now, then you're definitely going to get caught out in the cold. And if you want your business to survive, you've got to do what you got to do. Now that's not going to look pretty later on down the line, Just like it didn't look pretty. I don't like any of it. Yeah, it's all right. It's not, and that's totally like the best way. If you really want to learn how to like track the market, you're not even like trying to play it or anything. You're just using it to track it to help your life. Is to not like it. Just be like, because if you like it, then you start getting into like gambling on it, and then you're gonna lose a lot of money. I don't particularly like it either, but I don't think my grandfather was a banker and he traded stocks and stuff like that, and I don't think he liked it. But it's definitely affects everything. I'm just hoping this AI bubble collapses so that people will stop messing around with that, because that will mean people have stopped messing around with AI art. They've gotten bored, and people will. They'll get bored of having every fantasy they want conjured up right then and there. It sounds good at first, and then it becomes. It's like being a vampire, right? So like they always talk about, are living forever, living too long, or whatever. The food stops to have any taste, and the music loses its meaning. The seasons cease to have any wonder, and like you're supposedly, nobody's actually live forever. But the idea is that that's how it would feel, That was a weird rant. I took all my pain medications today, so I might be just like I don't know, guys. If I say anything super weird, I apologize. But I'm definitely on everything I could do except for drinking, because I can't paint and drink. But I took all the other things I can take. Oh gosh. I hope the AI evolves soon. It's heavily affecting video games and technology. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's making everything more expensive. Well, and like, I think people are going to start to find that they don't actually like what it's doing as much as they think they do. Like I was saying, it's really cool to have this AI thing that's generated, but in the end, wouldn't it be neater if you had like a real one? You know what I mean? Like, what was it? The latest trend is that one where it's they take everything that you're into, I guess, in your life, and then they make like an AI caricature of you doing these things. And yeah, they look cool, they're fun, but is it really as much fun as it is at the fair or at the amusement park? And the guy is sitting there asking you, and you're having that human interaction. Is it which one is it? And that person that's doing the human work, they're really going to be able to add things in that a computer simply won't understand about you as a person. Like a computer doesn't actually understand what your mannerisms are, but a person who's like creating a video about you and what you do, they're gonna see your mannerisms and what your mannerisms are. That's one of like the quick tells on a lot of AI videos is the mannerisms are wrong. They're too much like a Pentecostal preacher or televangelist or something. Like it's too over the top. It's like you're at the team meeting for the corporation or something, you know. So like, for the people who understand how humans actually function in reality, you can tell that it's fake. It's not. They're not going to be able to put on a scene like you know, a great actress or actor that actually understands true mannerisms and can develop a character that isn't just being told. You know, you tell a thing how to do something, sure, it can handle it, but if you want true creativity, then that needs to be unleashed by something that can be a demiurge of it. It can be a creator, you know? I don't know. I also kind of feel like being able to create something like these AI where we're really trying to pass ourselves into a different realm of abilities. It's almost like a, I don't know, like a god trip, I guess would be a great way to say it. People, a lot of these guys that are wanting to do all this are wanting to do it because they want to be the person who is remembered for being the grandfather of AI or whatever. And the problem is, you know, or the godfather would probably be more accurate. They want to control it. And therein lies a big part of this problem is what if you can't? What if you can't? Like, what do we do? What are we supposed to do if you can't? So, you know, you're in a weird spot there, right? Got to figure out what you want to do. It's still jogging along. See if it does what it does head and shoulders wise. I don't know. A weird one. Because you almost got to look at it without the overnight trade. It might pop back down. or go back up. There's no telling. Or it might just hang out where it is. There's also, I think there's a FOMAC meeting today, the Federal Banking Commission or whatever. Which is also good and bad. There's good and bad parts to that situation. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely not seeing some massive golden age coming now that we've gotten into a war. I can tell you that. And the wars are bad. It's bad for business. Unless you sell weapons. Which we do, but like it doesn't make sense for us to get in the war because we need to be selling the weapons to the people that are in the war. I feel like maybe we got it backwards here, guys. Yeah, that little fix didn't turn out so bad, eh? Okay. spades action going on in here. Win some, you lose some, it's all the same to me. Love some Motorhead, man. I said, then that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. All you need is the ace of spades. The ace of spades. We're going to want to stain this up pretty good. We don't want this ace to look clean or fresh. We're going to... What do we think about this? What are we thinking here? I'm thinking... You almost want to do it like gold or bronze, because that seems like Deadpool, right? Like gold or bronze for the base. Especially because it looks like it's mechanical. Kind of like the bronze idea. That'd be fun. It's weird. It like... I don't know. You can't actually hear it, I don't think. No. But like it's all like wiggly. A fool. Yeah, I think we're gonna like bronze. I think it's gonna turn out looking fun. First coat is going to be a nice, clean, smooth, thin coat if we can get it. Try to keep your brush strokes in the same basic direction. Try to get good coverage though. And sometimes something like this, you can get started and go one direction and then tighten up your strokes afterwards. That's just fine. Especially with these thinner acrylics, it's not a big deal. Watch when you get around those swords. I'm gonna kind of gently come around it first, and we'll come back and mess with it in a second and get a little closer to it. Ooh, that was my shoulder. I wrote bronze as well. Yep. It feels like I want to pull out. I'm gonna pull out that. I have the gold enamel right over here, so I think I'm gonna put some gold accents on here, just because. I wish it had his pistols, because I would definitely do the golden pistol arrows. And there's no baby knife either. And it's like I was saying the other day, like, it's weird his swords aren't katanas. I thought that was a weird choice, but... And that's what I should have done when I fixed this other one. I should have turned it into a katana. Honestly. But the shape of the shape of it isn't right. I wonder what would happen if we sprayed hydrogen peroxide on this. There's a chemical. I don't remember what chemical it is. I think that's what it is. I think you can spray hydrogen peroxide on it, and it will do the washed over bronze effect, the aged bronze. We should totally look that up. I'm pretty sure this paint actually has the bronze in it, because it can oxidize. I've seen whoa, we missed something. It went up, it shot up big. I don't know what news came out. Something came out. It popped right up. Oh, that's not a good sign for bulls. I am neither. I am a meat popsicle. I am cool. I'm chill. I am not trying to beat a market that you can't beat. You can only do what the market tells you. It's all Minecraft stuff. What is this? Vinegar. Will make it look ammonia fuming. Wow. Who knew? Well, that was bronze. Or that was brass. This is bronze. liver of sulfur. Yeah, salt vinegar. Salt and vinegar, and then leaving it in a container, and it will produce the dark brown. Man, we should totally do that. That'd be fun. Okay, we're going to do that. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to we're going to get this painted up, and then we'll do the thing that should make the finish get like green and stuff. So that would be cool, I think. In my opinion. Take that Portugal. All right, so he's got born eyes. He's got just wide eyes. So we're adding just a little bit of highlights to some of this, some of these ridges, so we can come back and do another black layer to finish this up. We really want to make sure we're capturing as much of this face as we can. So if we'll come through and lighten up some of these spots, and we can kind of achieve that easily. Just throw another coat of paint on the a second. Come back through with just a little bit more of this burnt sienna on this gear. Now we're really focusing on just highlights, just places where we want to really bring out the idea that they're light and stuff like that is hitting. another good part about coming through and doing all the little bits over again and making sure you got them all set up right is that you're going to find a lot of places where maybe you made a mistake or you need to come back and add a little more or whatever. There's lots of things that can happen when you're making those final passes, working on all your highlights. Okay. 41 minutes, we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Hand painted so many spades. This is going to be kind of hard to do to stay on track. Like I have my way of painting a spade, so it's like, oh, I could paint it your way? What? That's like one of the first things you should probably learn how to paint if you want to learn how to do heraldry and stuff. Is an ace of spades. There's lots of them. Ace of spades. R.I.P. Limbs. Oh man, like somebody else from Motorhead died the other day. Shoot. I'm not gonna remember, of course, because like that's, you know, how my brain works. Gambling's for fools. That hard enough a little bit. We'll put another color on it. We might even come back and now that we can see a little bit more, so I can see where I missed there and there. You can put more black on it to get the spade on there. Let's see what else can we get done today. Where is my jar of grime? Grime time. Where'd it go? What do I do with it? Put it over here? No? Put it down there. No? Well, shoot, what did I do with that stuff? Oh, I don't want to make a bottle of that crap. So anyway, we're going to put a... So this is a mineral spirit wash, oil paint mineral spirits. This is black grime. I love to use it for metallic stuff. it works out great if you want to make things look a little grimy. And maybe worn, used, a couple of different things you may want to call it. Be careful with this stuff though. It will rub off your paint if you rub on it too much. So if you get a little bit in a place you don't want it, you can get it off of there, but you really need to be careful about how you do that. But sometimes it's nice to go over the top of it. There it is. Okay. You can use one of these nice little makeup brushes. Pull off some of the excess. And don't rub it too much. Okay. It gives you some nice depth without a whole lot of work. This is the part they usually do on the TikToks that everybody likes to watch. But the way they do it is they're just trying to panel line a bunch of Gundam stuff. Which is, it's fun to watch. And they're using the really expensive version of this, which is, it's better, but man, that stuff ain't cheap. And if you're not just doing it as an enthusiast, you're trying to make a profit, you're not gonna make a profit using Tayama's panel liners. At least not starting out. You might eventually get to where you got that going on for yourself, but it ain't gonna be that way starting out. This should really help with all of our lines and things of that nature. Crevices, lines, edges. It's like a instant shader. Alright, I'm going to look up, I got a couple more little things to do here today, but I will look up exactly how we want to make that mix. And we are totally going to try to bronze this guy out. We'll be coming back. We'll be coming back to mess with that ace a little bit more tomorrow. So we got like one more day to go on for sure. Maybe back of his head a little bit. I really think we didn't mess too much with his face per se. We did a lot of that by hand. old-fashioned way, so to speak. Guess I'm just gonna take a little bit off. It's almost like reverse dry brushing. In a way. Yeah, okay. Get on there. There it goes. Okay. Now. It's going to feel weird because you're like covering up all this work you just did. But you have to remember that when this dries, there's going to be some subtle differences. And it will be noticeable. It just doesn't feel like it when you do it. At first, you're like, ugh, they just ruined everything I just did. And you didn't ruin it. You just have to be patient. You have to let it finish drying and doing its thing. Alright. Matter of fact, we are down to the point where we can just, all we got left is finishing up this bronze and then adding any little gold accents if we want. Whole bronze needs another whole coat. Matter of fact, I bet you we can do that now. Hey, Kale. See if you can find some white vinegar and some salt. Bring it here. Thank you. I'll just do that right now. I need to look up how much it needs to be. That's the ratio. That'd be simple. we had ammonia fumes, we could really get it going. So how do you make ammonia fumes? Awesome. I don't know if we have any ammonia, but we do have this other stuff. So, in theory, just take a little tiny bit of salt, a little bit of vinegar, that's what it says. That's what it says. Solution. It didn't get any ratios, at least where I saw it on the quick. So we're gonna run an experiment, see how this goes. And it should work out pretty okay. Salt dissolves instead of melts, so we don't need to apply any heat. Super interested. Now it said it's gonna take like a half an hour or so for this to work. So we're gonna find out tomorrow if this actually worked. So that'll be interesting. Make sure we get a little bit of it on everything we got. It'd be so cool, right? We really need it worked. Well, I've seen this paint oxidize before, so I know it can. The question is how much will it? What's the effect gonna end up being like? What's it gonna look like? Again, if you have an ability to seal it in an ammonia container, it would do it faster. And it would be more. It's supposedly a more stunning effect, but this will be interesting. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. I almost want to kind of like sit here and chill and watch it. But we are at the close of the show for today. So definitely come back and see us tomorrow and find out if that worked. I might just hang out for just a few more minutes here, just to see. We got some things we can talk about anyway, because we've got got a show. We're gonna be in Oklahoma City, 28th this month. I'll be there if you want to buy any of these guys you've seen. I'll be selling all of it. I don't like keeping art. It's really weird. I like making art and then like selling it or giving it away, or I like making art for other people. I keep some things like my Millennium Falcon. I'll probably keep that forever, and I'll keep my Batmobile forever. But certain things, you know, it's just not. Everything else is kind of for sale. So anyway, that's good fun. We've also got. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Mando's next. Mando's next. Let's look at Mando. Everybody likes this guy. So we're gonna have to fill these holes. Will be our first primary thing. I might just go ahead and do that without any, off camera, so that's ready to go. And then it sits like that, and it's got this little Mandalorian thing on it. kind of a fun little piece. Should be easy. Maybe we could do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it just straight metallic or if we're gonna do like a non-metallic metal. That might be cool. Make it look like it's like he's wearing chrome. But it's a neat little guy. So we got that going. I'm gonna try to paint up a couple little baby dragons. But also, here's something fun. So this was a misprint. So something happened with the way it was printing. And this one was beyond the ability to fix because it shifted. It shifted so hard that it pulled everything over too far this direction. So like when you try to mount it on this, it doesn't actually line up properly like it does on the other one. See how askew that one looks versus this one. So this one, you know, is now going to the, you know, the practice for. I think I might actually start doing like a. I don't know. Maybe we'll hook up with a local game spot and we'll do like a maybe come and you paint with me live or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get myself into a better spot. You know, keep myself moving. One of the things that I'm not moving, I'll make you crazy. So it's good to stay moving. I was hoping this thing was gonna start going and doing something crazy for us, but it's not doing anything yet. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, well, it's not going fast enough for me, and I've got some other things I gotta go take care of. Not too far. Oh no, it's because I'm there. Weird. I think I got it fixed now. Okay. I'm just being fuzzy. Alright, well, that's all I got for today. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Be nice to people. Be nice to yourselves. Be nice to folks you don't know. You know. Spread some niceness around. Try to be the change you want to see in the world. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Yeah. I'll talk to you later.